Hi, all you wonderful people. Good morning. This is Vidisha Vitlani, and I welcome you all back to my live feed. And this feels so good. Like, I am genuinely amazed. It's been what, 3.5 years. Every morning I'm here. Every Saturday morning I'm here wishing you different things, telling you like all 2 minute of tips and stuff like that. And it is adorable. Like, I love this. Morning, and it has always been special. Like for me, weekends are like coming live. So today's session is very nice. It's going to be as usual. I'm not going to drag it like a little more. It's going to be very short, very sweet. So what we are going to do is cue cards. How do you speak the cue cards? Now see, cue card is the second part of your IELTS speaking exam. So after your introduction questions comes the cue card questions. Now see, when you're doing the cue card question, the examiner will give you one topic, okay? You have to speak the cue cards. Like for example, there will be one topic which will be given to you. You have to speak it for 2 minutes, okay? And you will have 1 minute to prepare that answer, okay? So preparing that answer for 1 minute is going to be slightly difficult, and it is something that most of the students have problem in. Honestly speaking, what I feel is it is the imaginative skills, that really work the best when it comes to your speaking cue cards. People, who are very imaginative, they keep on going rand. So any which ways, I have 3 techniques which will really help you in speaking your cue cards properly. So the first technique, by the way, if you want any cue card, if you want any topic where you want me to speak, please post the topic in the chat box. I will speak on that topic. You give me the topic, I speak. I would love to do that. And you have any queries to ask me, you want any questions to be answered, post it. I am going to answer it for you right here on this live session. Right. So, I'll do that. And I don't want to select cue cards on my own and talk. Yeah, please give me cue cards. It will be lovely to answer your queries. Right, so back to the strategies. Till the time I am telling you what the strategies are, you think about cue cards to give me. Okay? So there are 3 strategies which I adopt. The first strategy that I follow is basically mind mapping. Mind mapping in the sense I will decide in sequential order what to speak. So what I do is when I have this time, I write around 10 words that I'm supposed to, figure out. My favorite politician. I think, Ronak, you know that I'm not into politics, and that's why you asked me this question. This is so mean. This is actually mean, but I will speak on it because you've said it. That is very mean of you to, understand that I don't know politics, but exactly what I'm talking about. There will come a time where you will not know anything about the topic, and where you would want things to just come up, where you would want, and you'll have to just frame a lot of things. So I will definitely speak on this and tell you that if you don't know the topic, what you have to. First, let me just tell you 3 things. So first is mind mapping. I decide in my mind that what am I supposed to do. Okay, the second is making answers to WH questions. When, where, how, which, why, okay? And the third is elaboration. So what I do is I write these 5 points, 5 to 10 points that I am going to speak about, and then I end up elaborating it. So what really happens is that I am not out of content. The whole part of doing this is being not out of content. Okay, so I'll go with Ronak's topic. I really like the topic because it is not something that I am familiar with, and it is not something that is usual for me. So I would love to go with this topic. Right, so I'm going for it. Let me figure out. Okay. Cool. I'll tell you how I write the points also, okay? So I'm just taking 1 minute to write the points. It's 33:49, so I have 34:49 to write the points. Okay, so I'm going to write the points. Give me 1 minute. So Okay, I am done already. So I took 45 seconds. I'm starting this 2-minute cue card for you, and this topic is being given to me by Ronak. And the topic says, who is your favorite politician? I'm supposed to talk on my favorite politician. Any which ways, let's do this. Let's not create a fuss. Okay, so 9 minutes, 34:55. Okay. One of the politicians I really admire is Smriti Irani. I am not into politics. I don't follow a lot of politics. I just know that there are certain leaders in the country who are very prominent, who are working towards us. And that's where I do this. That's where I know about this. But this female has always intrigued me. And I have always been fascinated by her ever since I was a child. The reason is she has come a long way. She has built herself from scratch, and now where she is simply adorable. So if you look at Smriti Irani now, she looks like an old lady who is a proper typical Indian lady in a sari and a bun. But if you go to see what lies behind that lady, is an actress, is a model, it will astonish you. And that's what actually intrigues me, that as a person, the number of facets that she's had. So I got to know more about her when I was actually listening to this interview on Aaj Tak, where she actually revealed a lot of things about herself, her minor struggles, how she used to work in McDonald's as a young girl, and then how she later she came to the radio and then to the television, then finally into politics. She's not had a very happy married life, honestly speaking. She got divorced. Now again, she's married. So socially also, she suffered so much. I believe that when I have a role model, I want somebody who is in real. I want somebody for real to admire, to adore, to take inspiration from. And she is the perfect lady to do so. Like when, the amount of rawness and candidness she has. I don't think even you and me can have it, Like she would post her own memes on Instagram and laugh about it. She would post, some stories where she's ranting and when she's shouting and she would post about it. And it would be so, so good. I would be like, oh my God, that requires so much courage to have so much confidence on your own self, which all of us lack. So, there are a few qualities that I learned from her. I'll tell you about it. One is never forget your roots. She once mentioned that no matter what, I am that female who used to work in the McDonald's. I am that female who used to, take abuses from the directors. I am still that female, and that is why I understand other people better. Second thing that I really learned for her is confidence. No matter how you look, no matter how you transform, believe in yourself, trust in yourself, and you will definitely come a long way. No, and the third thing that I learned is rawness and candidness. Nice. One should never be fake. One should never, portray to the world what somebody is not. The more you portray yourself, the more successful you're going to be. So hence, this is definitely my favorite politician and somebody I really, really adore. I think I'm done with 2 minutes. Any other topics you guys want me to speak on? Rana, you have more topics to give me. I would love to speak on. So yeah, coming back, how I did this. So see, firstly, I picked up these 5 points which I have wrote about Smriti Irani, what I thought. Now see, I don't have a lot of factual information about Smriti Irani. Like on a genuine note, if you go to see, I just knew basic stuff. My information was not very factual. So there'll be a lot of topics in which you don't have a lot of factual information. But what I was doing was, I was resonating myself to it. I was connecting myself to it. That I am somebody like this. Oh my God, the confidence she has. You're getting it? I was still the center of my cue card. I was talking about Smriti Irani, but I was still the center of my cue card. That okay, I saw her as a child. I read her interview. So what happened with this was that I was not fake. The examiner knew that this student has not mugged it up. This student is real. This student knows how to talk in English. She knows how to have a conversation. She knows how to communicate with the opposite person, and that is why the score is going to be much more higher than somebody who has just mugged it up and put it up. Okay, so please understand this whole concept that, there may be, like, let's just say a decision that you made. Let's say a cue card like this comes up and decision that you made failed. Now, first of all, we take a number of decisions all the time. And secondly, they keep on failing all the time. That is for me. But then, what to speak? What to select? what to, like, my favorite politician may or may not be Smriti Irani. I don't follow politics. But what is important here is, who am I be able to talk for 2 minutes? Who can I speak for 2 minutes? That is more important. Like, for example, if I am talking about, okay, so a decision that you made that you regret. Now, firstly, in that 1 minute, I have to remember what decision I made. Secondly, I have to remember what I regret. And thirdly, it is very important for me to speak on it for 2 minutes. Like, rather, I'd say I ordered a pizza and I didn't like it. That was the worst decision I made of recently. It can be as trivial as that, and it can be as major as that I made a career choice which I don't appreciate later. It can be from anything from trivial to major. But it is the most important fact for you to keep talking for 2 minutes. So always make sure that you're selecting something which can be hypothetical, which can be real. It's okay if it's hypothetical, it's okay if it's real. But my point is, make sure that you're talking for 2 minutes. Okay, it can be anything. Like, for example, if I'm going to speak a decision that you're going to make, like career choice, I'll be like, I selected this, it didn't work out. I made a bad career choice. But then I'm not going to be able to speak on that for 2 minutes. Do you have any idea how to improve vocabulary so that I can speak on 2 minutes? Yes. So what I do is, I'll tell you one important thing is to read. I really find reading or listening. See, everybody has a different way of learning. Okay, you and me as individuals, some people respond to audio well, some people respond to video well, some people respond to reading well. You have to select what helps you. Like, for example, if I watch a TV series, I'll tell you my thing. If I watch a TV series and I come to you next day, you'll find me speaking in that accent. Because I have caught up that accent like anything. If you find me reading a book, you'll find me in character. Because that has affected me. So you have to select what affects you the most. Does a video affects you the most? Does speaking? Or maybe some person. For example, if I'm in a particular group of people are intrigued by me and they start speaking like that. So is it a person who is helping you? Whatever it is. So, for example, I always have this thing. If you search vocab videos or if you search IELTS with Vidisha, you'll probably get it. YouTube, just go to YouTube, go to IELTS tutorials and search the fact, go to IELTS tutorials and you can go for vocab pop-up. Just type vocab pop-up. You will find me having you'll find, subscribe to the IELTS tutorials channel. You will find small videos which have three words. It's the same for idiom also. So you can just recall. And I've given a lot of examples there as well. So, it will be really helpful. I don't think it's going to be a problem. That will be very helpful to you. Yeah. So my point is, you have to always select something that you can speak on for 2 minutes. That is the most crucial thing. Like, I knew I can select Narendra Modi and speak on 4 minutes. But then I knew it would be very cliche. Every other examiner is going to listen to Narendra Modi. So I did not want to speak on that. I had to make a decision that I had to select a politician. Like, honestly, I've seen Aditya Thackeray on news these days. I wanted to speak about him and I'm like, people will kill me if I speak about Aditya Thackeray. So rather, I was like, okay, what do I speak? And then I suddenly recalled Smriti Irani. Okay, she's the one. Right? So always make sure that you pick a topic which you can speak on. And plus, Smriti Irani had a lot of background. I knew that I could, speak a lot on her background. I could speak on whatever she's doing. I see her Instagram here and there. So I will be able to connect the dots and speak. So ultimately, what I feel is, if you're good with your language, you'll be able to speak on any topic. That is my point with it. And the decision that you make in the 1 minute. So as I told you, these strategies are very important. The first strategy is going to be your mind mapping. The second strategy is going to be making answers to WH questions. The third strategy is going to be elaborating. And secondly, please do this. Please, however confident you are, do this. I do this every single time I speak a cue card, and it is very helpful. It's like a flow chart. I know what I'm supposed to talk. And even if I'm lost, like, I know what I have in my hand. And I'm not lost psychologically also. I know I can, you can actually glance at it while speaking. Don't stare at the examiner and scare the examiner off. You can literally scare, you can look here and there. It's okay, right? By the way, now your speaking will be in mask. You'll be actually wearing a mask and doing your speaking. It's going to be fun. Tell me your reviews. How did it go? And if you want any more cue cards to speak on, post in the comment box. I'll surely make a video and post on it. And I hope this session was really, really useful to you. Subscribe IELTS tutorials, and there are cue card pop-ups, there are vocab pop-ups, there is idiom pop-up. You will find all of them. Just search it: cue card pop-up, idiom pop-up, vocab pop-up, and that will be so useful to you. So any more things, please message IELTS tutorials. I will be definitely there to help you guys. Bye guys.